am really hoping that my son has gone to sleep. We've just put him in now, so I can go on live. I'm just waiting for people to join in. Celeste, okay. Okay, nobody's here. Hi, Fizzy. How are you? Keepsake verse. Welcome to my live. How's everyone doing? How's your weekend? How was your Saturday? What's the time wherever you are seeing this? What's up, Keepsake verse? 3 a.m. Oh my God. 3 a.m. of Sunday or 3 a.m. of Saturday. How's your weekend been? Not been. How's your weekend been? Did you guys have a nice weekend so far? What are your plans? When is Easter, you guys? Easter is when? Easter is Easter Sunday. I don't even know anymore. 3 a.m. Sunday. Okay, so you are ahead of me. It's 9:37 here on a Saturday. New Zealand, it's 10:30 a.m. Oh my God. You've already started a new day and I'm just about to wrap up my Saturday. Kimberly Benson. How is oh my God, I would love to visit New Zealand once in my life. I think it's super gorgeous. Obviously what I've seen is what is on the media, so like movie locations and so on, but I'm sure there's a lot more than that. And I cannot even imagine the surprises, beautiful surprises I'll see when I visit. When I visit, I'm manifesting. 5:50 p.m. Okay, so yeah, you're a little bit earlier than me. My weekend, it was okay. Okay, Sunday, right. Got a little drunk and yeah, just watching stuff. Lucky you, got a little drunk. I'm trying to stay away from drinks because I realized that my husband and I have just been like so stressed this year that we're just having small drinks here and there, and we've piled on quite a bit of the beer belly. So we're like, okay, let's take a break. So we're not drinking But yeah, lucky you. I would love to have a glass of wine right now. um, yes, we're very fortunate here to visit. Oh my gosh, Kimberly, one day. It's a dream. It's a dream. I hope it comes true. Yeah, like I have there's so much I want to see, but New Zealand has always been super fascinating. Just the natural beauty itself is just enough for me to just like die happy if I saw it. If that makes sense. It's so beautiful from what I can see. Anyway, guys, if you have not followed me on this channel, I do speak about perfumes most of the time. My channel is Accidental Perfume Influencer. I don't know if you can see the name as well. So I do talk about perfumes all the time. So do let me know. I do talk about anything else, any topic under the sun on live. We consider this like your safe space. So we can chat about anything, but I also kind of want to try some fragrances with you guys if that's okay. Because I did receive a few samples and one full-size bottle. I'm super, super excited to try. I thought I should try it together with you guys on a YouTube live. What do you say? What do you think? Yeah, same. I'm gonna lock in after I go see a live. Ah. Flowverse, I trade username. Ooh, yes, please. Okay, Kimberly. So I've got a website here in the UK. You're watching this live in the UK. I'm here. So there's this website called Edulge, and they do samples and full-size bottles. One of the things I'm trying to do this year is to spend less on full-size bottles because sometimes you just blind buy and then you don't end up liking it, which is kind of a waste. So I found this website. They do samples as well, so you can select 6 different samples of different perfumes that you're curious about, and then after that, if you like it, you can buy a full-size bottle from them or from anywhere else, which I think is a great concept. In the US, they've got Lucky Scent, Scent Split. Those are the 2 main retailers. Now in the UK, we have I would say Bloom Perfumery, and then now Edulge. So I ordered 6 different samples, which is so cool. And then at the same time, I also received this sample set from a UAE-based brand called Yosha Soul. So Yosha Soul is a brand founded by an Emirati, and he sent me 1 full-size bottle and the entire brand's discovery set, which, look at that. I mean, it's so cool. It's got like a little tester strip and a thing, and the 3 perfumes as well, which is amazing. Okay, so I wanted to try, sorry if I've missed some messages, I'll come back to it. Okay, so if you have any questions, please do let me know, because I finally got Danam. I don't know if you guys have heard. Danam is a fragrance brand from Vietnam, and he does, I don't know if it's the founder, is a he or she, they do a series of fragrances which pays tribute to certain places. So the first Danam collection is a tribute to Vietnam, and they have like perfumes inspired by pho, the Vietnamese cuisine, and also white rice, because rice is a very specific part of their diet and culture. So there's white rice I ordered. Now the second collection was a tribute to Japan, I believe. So from that collection, I picked up Japanese whiskey. And I think the latest collection is a tribute to China. So yeah, I got 2 of these fragrances, and I'm really, really curious because it went viral online. I don't know if you guys are into fragrances and you found me somehow. So let's try it. So we have white rice. Tell me what you guys are expecting to smell when you hear the name white rice. Can you just imagine like just like a boiled rice kind of smell, like a little bit creamy? Oh. Okay, I have a question for you guys. If you're watching this, tell me, what is your favorite perfume ever? I want to know. I'm nosy. What's your favorite perfume? Or let me know what was the first perfume that you ever bought. Mine is Mine was Armani Code. I bought it when I was in college. I was always super jealous about people who had a lot of fragrances because I was like, I didn't have enough money to buy one. Armani Code was the first one I bought. Oh my gosh, this has like a toasty rice kind of effect. Have you guys received, you know, like when you see online, a lot of the influencers, influencers say, I received 5 compliments when I wore this perfume, right? Like that happens to me sometimes, not that many, but I haven't got anyone chase me down the street and be like, what are you wearing? Have you received a compliment, or what was the weirdest interaction with a stranger about a perfume that you wore? Tell me your story. Mancera Oud Vanille is my number one. Mancera Oud Vanille is a stunning choice. Kimberly, you've got good taste. So I can tell that you like vanilla fragrances. Oud and vanilla. I love a vanilla note. One of the best vanilla fragrances, I used to have it here. Oh yeah. So this one is super light, but it's a stunning vanilla. The problem with this is that it doesn't last long. It lasts about 4 hours on my skin, but that's about it. This is called Très Cher by Maison Serre. Maison Serre is a brand by Alberto Marias, who's like a master perfumer. And I've had the opportunity to meet him as well last year. It was so incredible. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. Très Cher, beautiful, angelic vanilla. This smell is so fluffy and so ethereal, so magical. I love it, I love it. Like a fairy kind of smell. Motas, hi! Good to see you on my YouTube live. So yeah, I just sprayed White Rice by Yumnam on this one, and Yumnam has done a stunning job of this. This is like, you know, it reminds me of a toasted rice. You know, when you're toasting rice to, I don't know, in my culture, we used to have this dessert, which is made from toasted crispy rice. So when you toast the rice, that little, when it starts browning a little bit, that's what it reminds me of. It's a stunning fragrance, but it will be a light one. This is not your beast mode kind of fragrance. This is very sophisticated, understated kind of fragrance. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I love that. And then I have another one from them called Japanese Whiskey. I got the Japanese whiskey because my husband loves a boozy fragrance, so I thought he might like it, so I got this one. Boozy in the opening, but quite smooth and full body. I can smell some like amber-like notes as well. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. You guys, I want to know, tell me if you've had a weird interaction with a stranger about your perfume. I'm very curious. Like, has anyone chased you down to tell you that, you know, you smell great? I have a story. I will tell you once I know your stories. I'm very curious, so let me know. Oh my god, White Rice is stunning, but Japanese whiskey. White Rice is for the clean girls, you know, the ones who have minimal makeup and very healthy skin, sleek back, tied hair, that kind of vibe. It's giving a little bit of like fresh linen as well to me. I don't know, it reminds me of fresh, white, clean linen. Whiskey is now like less boozy. It's not as boozy as I thought it would be. It's such a beautiful fragrance, Japanese whiskey. I don't know, I like both. This is the danger of buying samples. I like both. Let's move on to Yosha Soul. Let's try this brand. Because I received this one called Shogun, which is like this really aromatic coffee and cardamom scent. I'm going to try Nazo and Hikari. Okay. I don't want to use their really cute tester strips because I want to do like a full video about that. Okay. There we go. Let's try that. This is called Hikari. It's supposed to have lemon, peony, jasmine, cedarwood, sandalwood. Okay. So I'm guessing like a bright floral. Come on. There we go. Oh, I do get the jasmine a lot more. Oh, it is very beautiful, beautiful. This is a beautiful, subtle floral fragrance. There's no sakura note. There's more peony and jasmine. But in my head, when I smell this, I can smell it. I can picture sakura flowers. I don't know, like cherry flowers, sakura. That's what I'm getting. But it's a stunning floral fragrance. For those who enjoy like a more transparent kind of florals, not the indolic or lactonic ones, will enjoy this one. Then there's the next one called Nazo. That has cardamom as well, juniper, myrrh, cedarwood, patchouli, and cypriol. So I'm guessing that would be a little bit fresh, like a barbershoppy, fougere kind of vibe. Okay, you guys, can you still hear me? Tell me your favorite perfume, your favorite ever. Even if it's from Victoria's Secret, I don't care. I want to know. Aha, this one is called Nazo. Oh, that's more boozy than the Japanese whiskey. Oh, interesting. Ah, Kimberly, you know your perfume. Oh my God. I work in a small supermarket, and when I wear Khadlaj Cream Velvet, my favorite Bianco Latte dupe, I get loads of compliments. So I've never smelled Bianco Latte. I've never tried. So first, when that started going viral, I was in the middle of moving countries. So I was moving from Dubai to Newcastle, and I never got a chance to try them. And then I saw that Idulge actually have Bianco Latte. So I was in the mind to order the Bianco Latte sample because I've never ever even smelled it. But if I understood correctly, cream velvet is like more like a velvety, ice creamy kind of interpretation of Bianco Latte. I love cream velvet. I love the velvet line. I don't know what they've done with it. It's just stunning. Have you tried what is that? Azure velvet? I think it's like a blue bottle that's like a inspired by Leighton. That's also stunning from the same collection. I did not like the peach velvet though. So I never tried it because I had cream velvet, and now I have vanilla voyage from Goth Orchid, which is also a Bianco Latte dupe. Yes, more buttery. Okay, so I understand. So from the reaction online, it looks like Bianco Latte actually is a little bit more sharper in the opening, which apparently Cream Velvet has done the opposite, which it toned down the sharpness and made it more creamier and smoother. Okay, so that's good to know that it's more buttery. Do I need Bianco Latte in my collection? What do you think, Kimberly? Should I even go and buy that? Or is Vanilla Voyage and Cream Velvet enough? Have you tried Vanilla Voyage? I want to know. Which one do you prefer? Because I have both. And I feel like they smell almost the same. I don't know. I can't distinguish. Maybe the Cream Velvet is a lot more creamier, I feel. But then Vanilla Voyage is more vanilla. If that makes sense. It's more buttery. Do you like Garnier, a skincare brand? Yes, I do. I do like Garnier. When growing up, we did not have a lot of access to different brands, so Garnier was like a mandatory item in every household where I grew up. So yes, Garnier, yes. I've used Garnier for everything. For my, I think Garnier used to have hair color as well, right? I've done the hair color bit as well. Was it L'Oreal? I think it's part of the same group. But yeah, Garnier, I remember, came out with this highlighter kit when I was growing up and when I was in school. And my gosh, we wanted to get highlights on our hair like crazy because we were so young and our parents would not allow to go to a salon to do it. And also where I grew up, we didn't even have good salons who could do it for you. So this is like home kit. So we used to do the hair highlights. Jesus, we've ruined our hair so badly after that. It was horrible, I remember. But all of us had like those little burgundy streaks. We thought we were very cool. I haven't tried Vanilla Voyage. I think you might like Vanilla Voyage as well. A lot of people do tell me that Cream Velvet is not as long in terms of performance. It doesn't last long. But a lot of people have told me that Vanilla Voyage lasts longer. My God, the names of these perfumes, it's a mouthful. So yeah, um, maybe I should do a comparison. Who knows? And I don't know. Do I need Bianco Latte? I'm really close to considering of buying it. In fact, Edulge added us an additional sample called Celeste from the same company, same brand as Bianco Latte, which is what Giardini di Toscana. And this is Celeste. Let's try this. I've never tried anything from the brand. This is like the first time I'm trying. It's such a shame because like all the perfume reviewers are like Bianco Latte, Bianco Latte, and then I'm like, what is that? I've never tried. And this is Celeste. Interesting. This is another creamier one, but excuse me, like everything is in Italian, I think. Look at that. Nuova Freschezza. What does that mean? Nuova Freschezza, something fresh. Then dihydromicenol and note marine. So it's got a marine note as well, which is interesting. Oh, that is the one I'm picking up. Slightly metallic kind of note, which is a marine note, I'm guessing. Violetta, which is violet. Lamponi. Sapori esotici. I don't know what that is. Vanillina, which is vanilla. And then Ambroxan. So it's an Ambroxan vanilla-based fragrance with a little bit of metallic. To my nose, I'm picking it up as like a sharp metallic note, but they're saying it's marine. I hope I did well with my Italian pronunciations. Why not TikTok? Motas, I'm trying to balance both. I was on TikTok last night, so I thought I will come on YouTube tonight because I haven't gone on YouTube live for a bit as well. I'm trying to keep my accounts active, if that makes sense. Because for so long I haven't been able to come on live because of travels and my son's schedule change. I have a decant of Bianco Latte only. If funds allowed, I probably would get a full bottle. Kimberly, I don't know what it is like in, you said New Zealand, right? Where you are, but do check out Facebook groups. There are so many Facebook groups, I'm guessing for each country as well. I am in some UK Facebook groups as well where people sell a lot of partially used bottles. I'm talking about partially used as in like this. So if somebody has used this much, they will sell it at a very, very discounted price. So have a look at some Facebook groups, but make sure that the groups are legit. The admins are supposed to be super active. They're supposed to remove people who are selling fakes. They are always encouraging people to check on how someone is. Say, for example, I have an interaction with a person called, let's say for the sake, Andy, and then I want to know if Andy is somebody I can trust. Then what I can do is in the group I can check, hey, can I check a polite check on Andy? And people who have had experience with this person will let me know if it was a good experience or a bad experience. So they do like a group check as well, like that. So if you can find Facebook groups, you will get incredible prices for partially used, like a little bit used. Some are a little bit more used, but you know, we can never use up a bottle. I have so many perfumes, even if it's slightly used, I don't mind, but the price is like really good. So do look for some Facebook groups where you are, and you might be able to find a very, very good deal on Bianco Latte, especially Bianco Latte, because it's not a very hot fragrance anymore. So a lot of people are selling them because they're like kind of sick of the vanilla kind of DNA. But if you're in the hunt for it, look for some Facebook groups. That would be my advice. Angela Ball, do you have any sandalwood forward perfume recommendations? Leaning feminine, not a huge fan of Santal 33. I've tried Bianco Latte. What is VV and CV? I don't think you need Bianco Latte if you have A cream velvet and vanilla voyage. Got it. Okay, so I don't need the Bianca latte. That's good to know. So I will save some cash. If I have whatever sandalwood forward, sandal. You know what? My husband cannot stand Santal 33. Cannot. He absolutely hates it. He will vomit if I wear it. So I don't usually go for sandalwood fragrances, but I found one recently which is, sorry, I have to move behind to get the perfume, so wait for me. Sorry about that. Okay. I did find it. I don't know where I kept it now. Sandalwood. Guys, I apologize. I can't find the bottle. Oh. Ah, found it. I have two fragrances which are sandalwood forward. The first one is this one. This is called Jillian Switzerland. Jillian, Jillian Switzerland. And the perfume is called The Art of Seduction. So this to me is a very sandalwood forward fragrance, but this is different from the Santal 33 sandalwood. This is more creamy. The brand says they use Mysore sandalwood in this one, and Mysore sandalwood is one of the highest quality premium sandalwoods. So this is one that is sandalwood forward in my collection. And then I have another one called Seminalis. Seminalis, unfortunately, Seminalis means semen. I don't know how to say it politely, because it is apparently inspired by, yeah, bodily fluids. So this is by the brand called Ortho Parisi. Ortho Parisi is extremely niche, so this is not safe to blind buy at all. This has, they don't even give the notes breakdown, by the way. I do get sandalwood personally, and I get some like, I don't know, some like powdery, creamy kind of acids as well, which is really funny to describe considering the name. So those are the two in my collection, which is like sandalwood forward, because I don't usually gravitate towards a sandalwood forward fragrance. These are the ones which are quite subtle, which is why it's relatively safer for those people who don't like sandalwood to sandalwood forward. But this one is not safe to blind buy. I blind bought this like a crazy person, so don't make my mistake. Those are the two I have. You remind me of Jeremy Fragrance. He was a pioneer of the game. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm not doing all the dance and everything, but I did meet Jeremy Fragrance at an event in Kadlaj event in Beauty World last year, October last year. And he was so nice. He was so nice. His videos are a bit crazy, you know, he's doing like funny things all the time, but he's so nice in person. I was very happy to have had such a nice conversation with him. In fact, he was like, hey, do you want to do a video with me? And then we filmed. It was so funny. He's very, very nice in person. Angela Ball, thank you. Of course, you're welcome. What a stupid name. We wear perfume so people can't smell our bodily fluids, lol. So keepsake. So there's this, you know, in the world of perfumery, there's a certain selection of people. I keep a very open mind, right? When I explore perfumes, I do from like affordable to really, really niche to really niche, which smells almost foul and bad. So I have a very open-mindedness when it comes to all of that. So there's this, I will tell you that in the world of perfumes, there's a certain section of people who, not certain section, I would say to a degree, all of us who are interested in perfumes think that it's an art, right? Like it's an art, it's a form of art, sorry. So when you consume art, some of the art pieces doesn't make sense, like the banana that is stuck on like a blank canvas and then somebody spent millions to buy that. So things like that. There are artists who mock and make fun of certain things. There are artists, or in this case perfumers, who would like to push the boundaries of perfume. So that's why they come up with crazy concepts like Seminalis. um, and there's another one which is called Secretions Magnifique, which you can imagine from the name what it must smell like. I haven't tried it, but if you Google that perfume, Secretions Magnifique, there would be gagged videos everywhere. Apparently, it smells of secretions and like blood and vomit and everything. So yeah, some people like to, I guess, like make fun or push the boundary or start a conversation or discourse, just shock value. So that's something that some perfumers use, and some brands are very much into that as well. Some brands are always about easy wearing, something that will be pleasing. Let's say I can have, let's say for example, Matière Première. I'm just grabbing whatever is near me. Matière Première is all about the raw material because the brand is called Matière Première. The founder of the brand is like, I don't know, third, seventh generation of growers. So he has farms where they grow raw materials for perfume. So they grow roses, they grow tube roses, they grow like different materials, and that's how he focuses on the raw materials. So when we talk about vanilla powder, it is the raw material vanilla that they explore. So this brand has its story, has its kind of approach, and most of them is like super wearable to everyone. So that's the language of the brand. But when you come to a brand like Orto Parisi, they're the ones who push the boundaries and do something absurd, something that will shock people, so they're completely niche. So both are niche, but this one is like even more niche in taste. And then we have Jillian that I just spoke about. They deal mostly with sustainability. They're pioneer. The brand story is about sustainability. So they source all the ingredients through like responsible sources. They make sure that they're fair trade, they're traceable, blah, blah, blah. So each of the brands have like different approaches and stories, and Orto Parisi is definitely a crazy one. So I hope that explain like the form of art and why they do something like this with a silly name like Seminalis or Secretions Magnifique. Okay, Latafa Musamam White is the sandalwood fragrance. I cut to sandalwood myself, so it's in my declutter pile as well. Okay, yeah, sandalwood is difficult if it's not done well. Oh, I have to show you one which has a dry down of sandalwood. This is not a sandalwood forward fragrance, but the dry down is distinctly sandalwood, okay? And it's the most gorgeous sandalwood dry down I've ever tried. And I have to have a disclaimer. This is a brand that I work with because I have what do you call it? Affiliate code. If you use the code, I make a small money when you buy a full bottle, but you don't have to. I'll just show you the brand. Yeah, 1 second. Did I remove it? I think I did. And then what is it? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. So this is, I don't know if you guys know Curly Fragrance on YouTube. She is the creative director of this brand. It's called Elyon Dubai, Elyon. And this perfume is called Aria. This is one of my obsessions, guys. Like, I know, like, yes, I have a discount code with them, blah, but I love this. I love this so much. I've been obsessed with this. So this one has, in my opinion, some white florals. There's a sweetness to it, and there's some spiciness to it as well. And then the most unexpected thing about this, oh, it is so beautiful. I know, I love this fragrance, and I'm so stingy about it. Look at how much I've used. I don't have a light to show you guys, but look how much I used. Look at that. And I love it so much. And I have like 300 plus bottles of fragrances, so that's how much I use. So in the beginning you get this florals, which is sweet. Like, to me, I picture like a sugar crystals with like white floral petals, white flower petals. And then has some vanilla, obviously, some spices. I can't figure out the spices. Maybe some pink pepper. And then, so when it completely dries down, it becomes this gorgeous, sweet, and creamy sandalwood. And it clings to my clothes. So if I wear this, my whole cupboard would smell. So if I wear it on my jacket and I hang it in my cupboard, my whole room will smell of sandalwood. But it is the most intoxicating sandalwood I've ever smelled, because the front of the fragrance is not sandalwood. It is the white floral. It's sweet. It's spicy. Then when it's completely dried down, at the end of the day, you get sandalwood. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Anyway, this is one of the things I had to share. Power lol, he is a great guy. Yes, yeah. So Jeremy Fragrance, I can vouch. He was so nice to me in person, and I really enjoyed speaking to him, even if it was like for like a minute or whatever. He was so nice. Uh, Motaz, when you're super famous, don't forget me, Madonna. Motaz, I love how confident you are in me, but I don't think I will get fame or anything from doing perfume content. But I won't forget you, of course. Guys, Motaz is one of my online fam who's been super supportive of me. He's been on a lot of my lives. He's always around trying to encourage me and do more content and more creative content. So I appreciate you, Motaz. Thank you so much. Kimberly, sorry, spelling, I can't do sound. Oh, no worries. I understood. Why is vanilla so prevalent in all perfumes? Mortas wants to know. Very stunningly good question. So vanilla is a psychologically, it's proven that vanilla in itself doesn't have any taste, right? It's just the scent. So when you add vanilla to like a cake or a cookie, we always add a drop of vanilla essence, because now psychologically in our brain, vanilla, the scent of vanilla is associated with something sweet, anything sweet. So vanilla essence is something that is super addictive, because it's hardwired in our brain that it smells of cookies or cake, because we add vanilla in all of that. So because humans cannot resist this smell because it's so sweet and addictive, vanilla became super popular in perfumes. Now, vanilla is used in different forms. Vanilla is used in Bianco Latte, kind of like an ice cream scoop, you know, like creamy, lactonic, absolutely decadent. But at the same time, you can use vanilla like this, which is super fluffy and light and ethereal. This is kind of like an angel, like a woman wearing all white and floating about, you know. So that's a different interpretation of vanilla. Then we have vanilla powder, which is a different kind of vanilla. This is more avant-garde, more artistic. This is vanilla, but at the same time it has powder, like powder, the smell of powder. I don't know. It has the texture of this fragrance has powder in it. It also has coconut powder kind of a scent, and also tonka bean. In the extrait de parfum, they added tonka bean, and in their website you will see that tonka bean before it's extracted, they powder it first so that you get the essence out of it. So in vanilla powder extrait, they use the powder form to make it even more powdery. So that's how vanilla became like super popular in all fragrances. And I think it's also a good base note. So let's say you're talking about citruses, flower, and then at the end, when you ground it with like vanilla in the dry down, it becomes a lot more delicious, if that makes sense, more addictive. And also, I'm not a perfumer, so correct me if I'm not saying the right way, but I think vanilla is one of the long lasting big molecules which holds the fragrance down. So you have some notes which makes fragrance very long lasting. So for example, I think cedar wood, any kind of woody notes is super long lasting, and usually you'll find them in the base notes. Amber, which is ambroxan, cedarwood, oud, sandalwood. These are the notes which are really popular in the base notes because they're bigger molecules and they last long. I think vanilla is one of the longer lasting ones as well, which is another reason why you'll find vanilla in a lot of fragrances. I hope that answered your question, Motaz. Yes, search for iftar perfume. It would be a nice study day. Search for Itar perfume. Huh? Itar perfume will be a nice study day. Motaz, thank you. You deserve all the support and love. Thank you, Motaz. Thank you. Um, how do you make sure if a perfume is genuine or not? Ah, this is kind of like in every industry, right? Like it's so difficult to kind of mitigate real and fake. So my advice for shopping perfumes is that if you can afford to buy from the website of the brand itself, do it. That's the safest way. Obviously, you don't go and buy an Apple product from somewhere else. You go to an Apple to buy Apple product, right? Or you go to your phone suppliers, like I don't know, the here we have three, O2, so those kind of phone suppliers, and they can give you the SIM card along with the phone, so you have your trusted suppliers. Similarly, in perfumes, you will also have trusted suppliers where they sell multiple brands. For example, Sephora, Bloomingdale's, and these are the multi-brand websites where you will find multiple brands. So yeah, you go to a supplier like that, which is trustworthy, or you go to a third-party website like Bloom Perfumery, Scent Split, Lucky Scent. These are the third-party websites. They're not a retailer like Sephora, but they sell genuine original products. They work directly with the brands and they sell genuine. So these are the three options of buying genuine products. Now, there when the risk gets slightly higher, you will find discounters like Joma Shop. Like these are places where they buy in bulk and then they sell at a discount, so their prices will be 10, 15, 20% less. And on top of that, they sometimes work with influencers with discount codes, and then they also do sales and stuff like that. Now, with third party, the risk is slightly higher, but if you know, or if many of the people vouch for it, like especially the ones that you trust or influencers you trust, then you can, do a little bit of your homework and buy from them also. So that's a risk higher. What I would advise never to do is to buy fragrances from Amazon, Shein, Temu. Those are definitely fakes. And then when you buy on, let's say, eBay or Facebook groups, and you want to know, there are certain websites where you can search for the batch number. Now the batch number would be somewhere here or on the packaging. There would always be like a small batch number of the perfume itself. There you go. There's some batch number. There's some websites online where you can literally put the batch number and you can see if it's genuine or not. So those are my tips. I hope those are useful. So those are some of the tips that you can do, but like in any industry, it's when you're buying from like a completely different page or website, there's always risk. Like for example, when you're buying a pre-loved Chanel or Louis Vuitton, there are so many places like Real, what goes around comes around. Those, they authenticate, but they have methods of authenticating it. They check the logo, they check the code inside the bag and so on. So you put like multiple layers of checks and quality checks. This is what you do. Here, approximately 10% are original and rest are counterfeit. Ooh, Motaz, where is here? Where are you? What are you referring to? Is it your country? You mean in Egypt, or is it on a website, or is it on? What did you mean here? What's the worst perfume you know, and what's the best? Worst. What's the worst perfume I know? When you ask for the best, it's kind of a challenge, okay? So I will give you a couple of answers for the best. Worst is a bit difficult because I might have had some that I really, really disliked, but I wouldn't have kept it in my collection, so I would have forgotten about it. So when you talk about best, this is one of my favorites. It's called Guidance 46 by Amouage. This has been a favorite for like 2 years now, okay? So this is stunning. It is also extremely expensive. Just wait a second. I'll show you another one. I also love artisanal. These are not everyone's taste. This is hand blended by a perfumer in his studio, not a machine mass produced item. This is handmade, like 50 bottles. When it's sold out, it's sold out. This is by a perfumer called Zakir Kafour, and he uses naturals. So less synthetic and more naturals, which means the ingredients used are more expensive. So he uses oud in this. The type of oud he uses, crazy, crazy expensive. So these are also some of my favorites too. But when it comes to worst perfume, let me think of a worst perfume, you guys. I need to look at my collection to know. Is there anything I did not like at all? Oh yeah. Mm, okay. Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. What's this one? Yeah. Oh, I can give you a couple of examples, okay? I won't call it worst, but I'm not a big fan of the hibiscus mahajad DNA. So this DNA. So it has this, I did talk about this recently because there are so many people who love this. But this is something I don't gravitate towards, if that makes sense. This is a lychee and red berries in the opening, which gives like a very, very, very syrupy vibe. So when something is too syrupy, like a cough syrup kind of syrupy, I don't like it. So that's one. Now, when there's something like a popcorn note in a fragrance, like here, this is Paris Corner Menia Caramel Dulce. This is very, very, very gourmand, very popcorn, caramel popcorn smell. So when there's like a popcorn smell, I'm not usually a big fan. So this is something I would never wear. You can see the dust on this. I did not even touch this for a long time. So these are some of the DNAs. I'm not specifically talking about the specific perfume, but this DNA. So even if it's Hibiscus Mahajad, the real expensive one, the OG, I won't like it. And I don't like this. This is a, how do you call it? An inspired by version. So that DNA is something I'm not a big fan of. It might change with perfume. You never know. I never liked Gourmand, but now I love Cream Velvet and Vanilla Voyage. So I don't know, like, I could change. But for now, I can't deal with highly syrupy cough syrup kind of sweetness, like berries, like jammy berries, the berries which are almost gone, like bad, that kind of smell. I don't know, it reminds me of cough syrup, and it's an instant no for me. This also has a little bit of cough syrupness, but this one I think I can tolerate. Let me see. Yeah, this is meant to be sweet and fun. So, and anyways, this is like super cheap, like I don't know, 15 pounds, 50 dirhams, something. So I don't mind. But there's so many I love in Tabis. I love the matcha, I love the tiramisu, but this one is this blueberry is a little bit syrupy. So that's something I find it difficult to like. And again, popcorn. I'm always nervous when they say popcorn. The only popcorn note that I love, from the same brand, by the way, only popcorn note I love, I'll show you. Oh my god, guys, the dust was so bad, I'm gonna sneeze. So this one is caramel popcorn, and that popcorn is too realistic. I was like, ooh, I can't. This also has like a popcorny, it's the same brand, Paris Corner, yeah? And this also has popcorn in it, but for some reason, it works. It's beautiful. This one, oh my god, I forgot about this. Let me wear this now that you've mentioned. Oh, so beautiful. It is so beautiful. This is inspired by the Cirque du Soleil perfume called Le Parfum. It's so good. Although it has popcorn in the top note. Anyway, my point being, it depends. Sometimes So yeah, those are the ones that doesn't vibe with me, I would say. Um, many celebrities sell their own perfume. I'm not too much into celebrity perfume, not too much. But recently I was sent Sabrina Carpenter's what is it? Lemon pie, sweet tooth. Her fragrance brand is called Sweet Tooth and lemon pie. That was good. The lemon pie was quite good. I sprayed it and I sprayed it in my mouth. I think just because it was so delicious to smell. I'm not very familiar with celebrity fragrances, unfortunately. I know Kylie Minogue came out with some new ones. I would love to try those as well. Maybe I should try more. I'm very bad with celebrity and designer perfumes. I'm not very familiar with those perfumes. I don't know. I haven't spent enough time, I would say. But that's a very freaking good question. There's a singer who does in fact somebody on my live put me on to this perfume called Crybaby. It's in like a milk bottle, and that was supposed to be really iconic. They relaunched it because it started becoming so viral. It was discontinued, so people were selling it on eBay for like ridiculous price. So the brand, I think they thought like, oh, we should cash in on this, and they relaunched it, and it's got bad reviews. Like the relaunched formula apparently is not as good as the original. I would love to try that as well from that celebrity. I forgot the name, but if you look for Cry Baby perfume, it's like a milk bottle, like the one that babies drink. I would love to try that as well. That's something that is on my radar now. Motas, Egypt, yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. If Egypt has that much of counterfeit, it's difficult to navigate. Hi, can you say Jai Shri Ram once for me? Of course, Jai Shri Ram. Agree on the popcorn note. I love gourmand, but something about popcorn not so much. I'm telling you, I don't know why popcorn is so, but trust me, girl, like Dulzura, this one is so good. And I don't know why, although it has popcorn, I can get the popcorn instantly. But it is so good. For some reason, this thing works. It's got vanilla, it's got popcorn, it's got some florals. It's so nice. Oh, somebody wrote such a beautiful line. The description of a beautiful moon over calm, pearly waters is still not enough to describe your beauty. Pratham, thank you so much. Moata's popcorn, how? I don't know. Hoping New Zealand gets Sabrina Carpenter lemon pie, yum. Yeah, I hope so you get it too. My gosh, it was quite interesting because I love myself a lemon gourmand. I don't know, Kimberly, do you have the same problem as me? I'm not too much into like heavy chocolate cake kind of gourmand, although that's changing, I have to say. But I do love a lemon gourmand. So when I'm talking about lemon gourmand, I'm talking about Capri in a bottle. I'll bring some of my lemon gourmands. Wait, and I'll show you. Bake this and this. Oh, that was quick. That was quick. That was quick. That was quick. Okay, so this is Sabrina Carpenter's lemon pie. Super gourmand, chocolate, all that goodness, and wafer biscuit, like the digestive biscuits. It has a dry down of biscuits. Then we have Bake by the master perfumer Olivier Cresp. Now, Olivier Cresp is the perfumer who created the gourmand family. He's the genius behind the fact that we have a new family of perfume called gourmand. Okay, he is the perfumer who worked behind Mugler Angel, and Angel was considered the first gourmand. Now, in perfume, we have floral, we have citrus, woody, spicy, ambery. So gourmand became a new type of fragrance because of Olivier Cresp. Now, Olivier Cresp has a brand that he founded with his daughter called Acro, Akro, and he has something called Bake. Now, I had the privilege to meet Olivier Cresp last year. Oh, I need to upload the interview I did with him. He's so cute. He's adorable. I did an interview last year, and I don't know why I got too shy and I didn't upload the interview. It's such a good interview. Should I upload it? He was so nice, you guys. Like, he was so polite, so nice. And very like, kind of like a, I don't know, he gave me like a I want to be his granddaughter if I can, or his granddaughter. Sorry, I'm too old to be his granddaughter. I want to be his daughter. He was so kind and nice. Anyway, so he has this brand called Acro, and he has a perfume called Big, which was inspired by a family holiday, and they went to Magnolia Bakery. I think if I remember correctly, he said Magnolia Bakery, and they had like a lemon cupcake, him and his family. And his daughter said, Dad, can you put it in a perfume? And so he created Bake, which is like this beautiful lemon cupcake kind of thing. Oh, this is stunning. And then we have, similarly, we have Capri in a Bottle by Kayali. This has candied lemon in the opening. So anything with lemon, which is sweet, I love it. For some reason, I love it. Popcorn, I can't stand, but lemony gourmand, I love. So that's easy to please for me. I love lemon gourmand too. Kimberly! We're the same, girl. We're the same. We have the same problems. We hate popcorn and we love lemon gourmands. Good to know popcorn can work. Yes. Trying celebrity perfume would be a good idea for a video. That's a good idea. Keepsake. Thank you for that. Trying celebrity. You know, I also... no, that's too expensive. Let me not go to that idea. But celebrity perfumes, yes, I might be able to. I might be able to do that. There's a perfume called BMW that you absolutely have to smell. It's amazing. What is BMW? Is it literally called BMW, or is there a brand? Is it an Egyptian brand? Like, I want to know more. I don't have access to my iPad. It's all the way there. Do you think you'll launch your own perfume in the future? If you did, what would it be like? I don't think so, because I would have loved to do this maybe like a few years ago, but now it's oversaturated. There's like this sense of fast fashion kind of vibe in the world of perfume, which is, I don't want to be part of it. You know what I mean? It's like we're churning out too many perfumes and just impossible to keep up. So I feel like if I did have a brand, it would just be drowned out by people with big money, big pockets, and it wouldn't even make sense. So I don't think so. But if I did, I think Motas asked me the same questions as well a long time ago. If I did start a brand, it would very much be about capturing memories that I have in my childhood, because the older I grow up, and when you see your parents get old, you just want to, you have a few memories that you've made with them when you were small. You just want to hang on to it. So I feel like I would kind of bottle certain ideas, certain things. Like I keep remembering this time when my dad took me and my mom, I don't know if my younger sister was born at the time or not, probably yes, and he took us to like a pineapple farm on the foot of a hill where pineapples were grown directly on the farm. We opened it, we cut it, we ate it. It was the sweetest, most juiciest pineapple I've ever had in my life. And that memory is like seared in my head. And I remember we didn't even have a car. My dad took us in like a two-wheeler, like a little scooter, and we went. So that kind of memory, oh my God, I would love to bottle that memory in a perfume form. So if I were to start a brand, I would always have that kind of storytelling of, I want to introduce people to my memories and take them to my part of the world. My part of the world has a huge contribution when it comes to perfume, but not many people know about it. So I would love to bring them into my culture and my story and my memories and expand on that. You know what I mean? I would love to do that. I'd love to try Bake. It's on my wish list. Yes, he's very talented indeed. Yeah, Olivia Cresp is just, he's so good. That's exciting you met him. Yes, please upload it. Guys, I'm too shy. I don't know. I did a fabulous interview, I feel. I think I did. And I just got too shy. I don't know. I get so conscious. I don't know why I got so conscious. It's so stupid. Like, I upload so many videos and I talk to everybody on camera, and I don't know, for some reason I just didn't upload it. And now like it's too late. It was last year, and then like I'm thinking too much. If I upload it now, I'm so stupid. I live in my head and this is really bad. I will upload. I promise I will upload it. I say this, but I do need to fulfill some paid collaborations, paid content, and maybe after that I might have a break and I will upload it in between that. The gap is long. The gap is so long, honestly, 1 year. Also, Xenia just launched a new line of perfumes. Oh, I didn't even know Xenia had perfumes. Wow. Interesting, because Xenia is like dying, like as a brand. Like, of course, some people, I don't know if some banking bros are still wearing the suits from them, but I don't hear much about Xenia anymore, right? So interesting. Okay. Now maybe perfumes will put them back in the news again for a good reason. You don't want to be like Dior and bad publicity. Oh, the pressure crayon. Have you tried Paris Corner Vue Zest? Yes, it's an inspired of Lyra. It's so good. Yes, and you reminded me, Vue Zest is another lemon gourmand. Oh yeah, I have Vue Zest in my collection. It's so good as well. Yes. Um, the twist. Wait a second, please. Oh. Uh, you know how certain people like the smell of old books or petrol? Do you think that would work as a perfume? Maybe not. Okay, old books, yes. Old books, definitely yes. Some kind of perfumes give me like an old library kind of vibe. I don't know. Like, there's certain woody kind of smell, kind of slightly dusty smell, which kind of reminds me of old libraries. But I do love the smell of books. I cannot do Kindle or ebooks. I love a physical book, so I would love that. Commodity Fragrances launched a book, sorry, a perfume called Book, but instead of it smelling like a book, it smells more like the environment, like the vibe of reading a book with a cup of tea. So it has a little bit of Earl Grey in that as well. So the perfume smells more like a light, beautiful Earl Grey tea that you would have when you're having, when you're reading a book and it's raining outside. That's the kind of vibe it gave. It didn't have, I would have loved for it to have like a more ink as well in that smell, you know what I mean? That would definitely make it smell more like a book. But funnily enough, Commodity also have a perfume called Paper. So they have a perfume called Book and they have a perfume called Paper. Paper actually smells kind of like paper, but Book smells more like the idea of reading a book, not a book itself. So yeah, I think it will work. But petrol, I'm not sure. I do love the smell of petrol, but I'm not sure. Maybe if you are somebody like Ortho Parisi, like a brand like Ortho Parisi or Zoologist, maybe they could make it work, petrol, because Zoologist did launch a perfume called Mano Portuguese or something like this. It was about the Portuguese exploration and colonizing different places, I think different countries. And it smells of gunpowder. Like, you know, they would have war and colonize colonies, I suppose. And it smells of gunpowder. So yeah, it was quite distinctly gunpowder. And I don't think it's meant to make people fall in love with the fragrance. I think it's just that story, that the story was so important to a brand like Zoologist. So maybe Zoologist, Ortho Parisi, those kind of brands can make petrol smell work. I think so. Oh, the perfume is called BMW, made by a famous car company. Strange, isn't it? No, no, not strange at all. Not strange at all. So, in fact, let me tell you a story. 1 second, wait. Okay. So, this brand, okay? this brand called Maison Noir. Maison Noir, there it is, Maison Noir. The founder is called Claudio, and Claudio's family, their family business is Lalique Crystals. Lalique used to do a lot of rare perfume bottles as well. Now, they also do perfume licensing. So Claudio's family, they have the license to produce fragrances for Jaguar, the car brand, and I think they also have BMW, if I'm not wrong. I need to read up again. So they make perfumes for these car brands too. And Mercedes, in fact, has a very, very famous perfume too, which is supposed to be quite good. And if you go on TikTok, you will find a lot of reviews of the Mercedes perfume too. So I'm not surprised, but BMW perfume, okay, that's interesting. Does it have leather? Because I know Motas love tobacco leather kind of fragrance. So does it have leather in it? Okay. What's the weirdest perfume you have tried? Yeah, I would say the weirdest is this Portuguese old man or something like War O Portuguese. The same one I was talking about from Zoologist. That was weird. It just smelled of gunpowder. I was like, dang, that is a conversation starter. And I had the pleasure to meet the founder, and he walked me through it. He was initially showing me like the more that kind of more palatable fragrances, and I was like, no, give me the skanky weird stuff. Then he showed me that fragrance. He's like, this is gonna be launched, and I was like, gunpowder, man, it's so crazy. Yeah, that was a weird fragrance I've tried. Now, there are some weird ones I would love to try, but I'm too afraid. There's a fragrance from NASA, like NASA, I think, from NASA called space or moon dust or something like that. It is supposed to be how the space smells like. The space, the astronauts, they all complain of a very specific smell. Apparently, they all say space smells like burnt meat or barbecue or something like that. Now they have bottled that kind of space scent into a bottle, and it's supposed to be like really horrible. I would love to try that. That would be the weirdest fragrance I would try. I don't know how to get my hands on it. Honestly, I would love to try. What's the weirdest way? I have a curious question. Don't you miss speaking to in your native language? I do, honestly, because now I'm forgetting words in my native language, and I'm feeling sad that sometimes I forget a certain fruit, what it's called in my language, and I would text my mom and I would ask, well, what is this called? You know, and then she would tell me, and I'm like, I don't remember that word at all. Like, I've forgotten. So I do miss speaking my native language, but I do speak to my family very often, at least like 4 or 5 times a week. So when I speak to them, I speak in Manipuri so that my son can also kind of pick up the language as well. I'm hoping, but we don't speak that much. So I highly doubt he'll be able to pick up that language. You know how Mischief, the brand, does weird stuff? Yes, Mischief, yeah. The Astro Boy boots, yes, and Jawbreaker, Nike shoes. What would a Mischief perfume smell like? Ooh. Yeah. Should I say it? I think it would smell like farts. If they were to do. Can you imagine? You're like, oh, it's a perfume, and then it smells of farts. I think Mischief is very capable of doing something like that. What's a good food fragrance that you like to turn into perfume? Food fragrance. Do you know? Okay, it's not a conventional food. I know when you're saying food, you're talking about I don't know, butter chicken and things like that. And by the way, Danam, the one that I just tried right now, Danam has white rice, right? They've also done something called pho breakfast. So pho, the Vietnamese food, is turned into a perfume. I don't know what it smells like, if it actually smells like actual pho or not, but they have done a fragrance called pho. For me, Food smell, food smell. Oh, I do love food. So I would say if it's something to turn into a fragrance, I mean, when we talk about food, we already have gourmands, which is all like cake and stuff, but I'm not talking about a conventional food. I would say a snack. In my hometown, we used to have this snack. We had grapefruit with like salt and chili, red chili powder. We used to eat that. That would be a great perfume, I think. And then we also used to have raw mango. We used to eat raw mango with mint and green chilies and salt. Those were the snacks we used to eat in my hometown. I think those would be great perfumes. I think so. Imagine a mango tropical perfume, but with like mint and some chili. So good. And some saltiness. It'd be so. My mouth is watering talking about that. I'm like remembering that. What a brilliant question. Thank you for that. Keepsake. Okay. Including Arabic. Yes, they must also know the language, including Arabic. We don't speak Arabic. My husband can read and write, but he cannot do the spoken Arabic. So I highly doubt about Arabic. But if we do move back to UAE, I would definitely make sure that he speaks Arabic, because it's a shame my husband knows how to read and write because he studied in Dubai, but the spoken is very different. So he never got to learn to speak. So I would love my son to learn that as well. Okay. Keepsake, Manipur. I thought you were from UK or somewhere. I love the Northeast. Oh my God, where are you from, Keepsake? I'm from Manipur. Yes. No. I live in the UK. I used to live in Dubai. Now I live in the UK, but I'm not from here. I am from the Northeast. Very proud Manipuri. Yo, ma'am, how's your day going? My day is great. It's nearly ending. It's nearly 11 p.m. It's 10:46. My day is great. Thank you so much for asking. What perfume might have a scent from eucalyptus tree? I have only one perfume with eucalyptus in it. I think, if I remember. Okay. This is my, guys, my God, my station is like full of perfumes. This is my only perfume that I remember has eucalyptus in it. This is called Untold by Rawali. And this is not just a eucalyptus heavy fragrance. You will get the eucalyptus in the opening. Okay, here. I'm gonna have a shower, so I'm spraying everywhere. Oh yeah, in the opening you will get the... Has this thing gone bad? No. Oh my God, it's sharper than I remember. So you will get the eucalyptus in the opening, but the majority of the fragrance is going to be patchouli with some gourmand notes like praline. So imagine a creamy, chocolatey patchouli. That's the main character of the perfume. But the opening definitely has some eucalyptus. Love the Seven Sisters. Great live session. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you came to my live. Yes, my channel is about perfumes. I accidentally became a perfume influencer somehow. I love speaking about perfumes. So please do consider following me so we can be in touch. Guys, I will have to leave this live. It has been fabulous. Thank you so much for such incredible questions. But yeah, it's getting late here, and I will go have a shower and then sleep. But yeah, it's amazing. I've had such an amazing live and conversation with you guys, and thank you so much for keeping me company. But I will say good night for now. Good night, guys.